She's a sales manager in Sobha.
A director.
Sorry, a sales director. So there is this misconception that real estate females or ladies who work in real estate, they are good only when they do some dodgy stuff with their clients, they accept dates. Do you think it's a misconception? Do you think it's really happening?
Definitely it is happening. And
Are you telling me that you are willing to sacrifice the traditional lifestyle of a woman to do what you're doing?
I already did.
You already did.
So I never worked as a broker in my life.
Why? Is it better to be a sales with a developer than being a broker? I cannot open my laptop after surgery, I'm sure.
It was almost a 7 million deal, so I'll definitely wake up for it.
Oh, maybe if it's 7 million, my brain will start functioning differently. A building in Marina, an old building in Marina, less worth it than a new building, I don't know, I don't know where, like far from the hot zone. Why do you think there is this culture here? Why?
It's the way that real estate...
Imar or Shoba? Welcome on Checked on another episode. And today I said a lot of guys are coming to Checked. I need to sit with the lady, especially when it comes to real estate. I want to hear the perspective and the experience of a lady. And lucky I am, I know a lady in real estate for so many years, and we were talking. I was like, why I don't invite Zahra with me to a podcast? And yeah, she's here today. How are you, Zahra?
Good, thank you so much.
All good.
Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So a lot of people don't know, but you're fasting, right?
Yes.
That's so good. I fast only in Ramadan. I wish I'm like you guys.
It's difficult, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, by now we're used to it. Like by this age, we're used to fasting.
True. Yes.
Talking about fasting, just quickly, a quick question. In Ramadan, how is the life in the office?
Same.
There's no fights?
No.
Really?
Not really. You just have to stay away from a couple of people.
And then everything will be okay.
That's it. Yes.
Okay, so basically, for the people who don't know Zahra, she's a sales manager in Sobha.
A director.
Sorry, a sales director. I'm gonna fix it. A sales director, guys, in Sobha. I'm proud to see a lady from my country, especially just from my country, occupying a position like a sales director in Sobha, which is one of the biggest developers in the UAE that everybody knows about. So how is it going? Like the first time I saw you, if you remember, it was like 4 years.
Mic stand,
years. 4 years ago. It was in Mall of the Emirates.
Almost 5.
Almost 5 years ago. So from that day till today, briefly, what happened? What was the parkour? What was the stages?
It was crazy. But yeah, I started off as a sales manager also in Sobha. So I got promoted on 2022.
All right.
Yes, I became a sales director, and then life became more crazy from there.
But exciting.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's better than boring
life.
It
is. No, it's excited. It's you have to do a lot of work more. Busy life. But yeah, it's success at the end of the day.
Success. I see in your Instagram awards and and you're invited in some events and all of that. That's really interesting. So, look, I will start the podcast on it's not a negative note, but it's something that everybody is talking about in the market when it comes to ladies who are agents or real estate or sales in the developer. So there is this misconception that real estate females or ladies who work in real estate, they are good only when they do some dodgy stuff with their clients, they accept dates. And I know people are generalizing. These things happen worldwide. But do you think it's a misconception? Do you think it's really happening? What's the proportions for it? I mean, according to your experience.
Definitely it is happening. And the end of the day for me is just a choice that a woman takes. So you can be successful and, do the regular job, or you want to be more successful maybe, but everyone in the market will know what do you do. Market is very small. It might look big, but it's not. Sobha is a small circle, Emaar is a small circle, Miras is a small circle, everyone knows everyone. So at the end of the day, you're going to leave the industry with let's say a dirty name.
All right. And you said they can do more success, but their name will be spoiled and it will be dirty.
Which is not success.
You don't think a woman can do good results without doing that as much as a girl who will go on the side?
Of
Like on the
course.
long run.
On the long run is the one that takes the right choice that will make it off.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Because I talked to some people, other ladies in the industry, and they said like it's a small, it's not a long success if you take that route.
Of course
it's
it's
a
not.
small duration.
It's
You will not,
timed.
yeah, you will not build yourself. You will get used to it easy, and then when things get very hard, you cannot handle it.
Of course.
So that's what
Definitely.
they said. Yeah,
Because there is a stop for it. It's not a regular success. That's
yeah,
why it's not gonna, keep going
yeah,
for
yeah.
a long period of time.
You know, there's something else I want to know. Lately, there's a huge, how can I say, there's a huge conflict between like women at work and men at work.
Yeah.
Even though I'm for women working in an office. Office is very soft. It's very like there is computers, everything is
Yeah.
white, everything is shiny, everything is soft. It's not a man's place. It's not for men. Men can work there,
Yeah.
but it's more of a soft, even like white collar position, they have a lot of what we call soft skills.
Yes.
So I'm against the idea that women should not work. But when it comes to occupying a director position, like an executive position, it's very stressful, it's very hard, and you rarely see women, they tend to go there. So how come, like, why you, as a Zuhra, from your perspective, why you choose to jump in the war zone of corporate?
I just love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You need an understandable person next to you for sure as a partner. It's not easy to, be in that life. A man that's busy at work is a regular thing, but a woman that she's majority of the time out of the house, it's very difficult thing to, adapt with. But it is what it is. I love what I do and I will just do it.
So, are you telling me that you are willing to sacrifice the traditional lifestyle of a woman to do what you're doing?
Of course, I already did.
You already did.
Yeah.
So you think khalas, it's already done.
Yes.
No chance.
My man is understandable, so it's fine.
So yeah, did you find a sweet spot to balance?
No.
No, not yet.
No, it's
And do you think it's possible?
It's very difficult. It is, but you need to reach at a certain level at your work for you to, relax. So we say that when we are as a sales manager, and then we get promoted to sales directors, and then it became more horrible. And then we say, okay, maybe if we become a VPs, for example, of sales, it's gonna be less. It gets more horrible. So, but yeah, I mean, you have to keep doing it. You have to keep going. There is no going back out of it.
And you're happy? That's
I am.
The question.
Yeah, I love what I do. That's why. That's what makes me happy.
And do you think women like you are a minority, or you encourage all women to do that, like to do what you're doing?
I do encourage them, of course.
But do you think it's a minority of women who can handle what you're handling, or any woman can handle what you're
Not
handling?
any woman, definitely, for sure. It's
Any
a difficult thing to handle.
Not any woman, for
No,
sure.
not
Yeah.
any woman.
All right, fair enough. So you're now, as per our last conversation, I knew that you're working for more than 4 years now in Sobha.
Going to the 5th.
Sobha, you're about to be 5 years.
Yeah.
So, like, how is it, like, why you stayed 5 years in one company? I mean, as far as I know, like, people in this industry, they're jumpers. So what make you stay for 5 years in Sobha?
Success.
So okay, there's an upgrade, you mean?
No, you see, Sobha is one of the best companies that I've worked and represented as of today.
Yeah.
It's a stable company. If you see, you're a number at any organization that you pass in your life. If you make numbers, then you're definitely gonna stay in the same place for quite long period of time. And I don't think I'm gonna jump from Sobha out to somewhere else, honestly.
You're happy there?
Yeah.
And what's the future? What's your plans? Becoming the CEO of Sobha or what?
No. No, not really. But I definitely have to, stop somewhere. But not gonna go jump into another company. So Sobha should be my last company to work for.
Okay, beautiful. Fair enough. By the way, just a small problem I have with Sobha. It's not with Sobha as a company. So basically, for a long time I was calling Sobha Sobha.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a spelling thing.
Yeah.
So when you read, it's SOBH.
Yeah, Sobha, yes.
So but why people call it Sobha? Just is there a
It's
co-
just
is there
pronunciation.
is there an explanation for this?
No, it's his wife name.
It's his wife's name.
Yes, it's the our PNC Menon's wife name, the
All
chairman.
right, so it's Shobha, that's why, but it's written like that.
I
Okay.
believe her name is Shobha, if I'm not wrong, or Shobha something. It's the name of his wife, basically.
So that's okay. So he named one of the biggest.
Yeah, real estate companies. He loves his wife. He's known of loving his wife.
I notice Indians, they're very, when it comes to relationships, you know, you rarely see a divorced Indian couple.
Yeah,
they like
they cherish family and family values.
Yeah, I noticed that in their culture. Look, there is something I really, talking about Shobha, now I say it correctly. There is something that happened when I started my journey as a podcaster.
Yeah.
One of my first real estate agents was a realtor on Harley, Zohaib. He's known in the market. And I have this or that challenge at the end of each podcast. And I asked him, I was like, Zohaib, do you choose Shobha or Imar? And Zohaib, he chose Shobha. And when I put that real, people went ballistic. They literally, some people, they harassed me in the comment section. Why MR is like that untouchable? Like, I know it's for me personally, if someone asked me Shobha or MR, I might say MR. It's a big name. But why people are very religious when it comes to MR? Like, it was sick.
You see, it's a big company. No one can say anything about it. It's a known name in the market, internally and globally. So let's say in UAE and out of the UAE, or let's say in GCC and internationally. My only explanation, which I always answer, and my only way to reply to clients when they say, oh, MR, and I'm like, see, Shobha and MR, they don't fall under the same category. So I don't categorize Shobha and MR on the same place. MR is a big name, yes, but Shobha is the only in-house company available. Is the only company that they don't outsource anything from outside. Their workers, their engineers, they supply everything. They have their own manufactories, and also it's the overall picture is completely different. So it's not fair for me, to be honest, to say, oh, MR is not good, Shobha it is. And it's not fair for me to say, no, Shobha is better and MR is not. So let's just put it this way. In their both categories, MR is number one and Shobha is number one.
Okay, so they're different. They belong to different kind of categories.
Exactly.
And they're both number one in their categories.
Exactly. So you cannot just, say, oh, MR is not good or something.
I don't want you to answer Shobha or MR because I will ask you later.
Yeah.
And you have to pick one. Okay, there is something else quickly just regarding a career in properties. So I noticed, or I feel like you started your career not as a broker, as a sales with developers.
Yes, I've never worked as a broker in my life.
You never worked as a broker?
Never, no.
So why? Is it better to be a sales with a developer than being a broker, or what was the reason? Or just faith was, or your destiny was like, oh, from developer to developer?
Yeah, I started with developers and I never went to brokerage companies. I don't see myself in a brokerage company. I'm not the type of person that, with all my respect to all the brokers. See, if you ask anyone from broker, he will tell you I would never work for a developer. For me, it's the other way around. I'm not a person that I can give 100 options to a client, take him everywhere and all these things. I'll give him 2 options in my organization, he will end up buying one. So for me, brokerage company is not an option.
So what do you advise for newcomers, or you think that there is 2 types of people who are fit for developers, and other people who are fit for brokerage companies?
Yeah.
You think there are 2 different types, or
yes.
no? You think there's 2 different types?
Yeah. For me, I would never work for a broker.
But in general, not for you. In general.
In general, yes. They might. I see people that they started as developer, sales managers, or despite on their position, and then they move to the brokerage and they do good. And some of them is the other way around. He was in a brokerage company, he came to developer, he became something big.
Cool.
Yeah, but me personally, I don't see myself in a broker.
In terms of revenue or income, which make more money?
Broker.
A broker make more money.
We make way less than them.
Why you don't become a broker?
Because I don't see myself there. It's not about money sometimes.
So for you, it's not about money.
It's not about money. I love what I do, and I love the name. I love Sobha. You know, I joined Sobha on end 2019. I started working on beginning of 2020. And it was a very challenging field. You know, Sobha is not an easy company to work for because, you know, again, you are a number. So you have to prove your numbers to stay there. And I just love that company. And again, I don't see myself anywhere else, you know.
Anywhere else?
Yes. So if I leave Sobha, it's Sobha. That's it.
So if you leave Sobha, if in the
I'll stay
extreme,
home. I'll do the dishes.
By the way, can you convert to that lifestyle? Or it's impossible for you?
No, I can.
You can.
I'm Algerian. That's easy for us.
No, I don't think so. Like
Trust me.
even if you're Algerian, once you go like into like corporate, you're used to the rush, the adrenaline, and the hard work. Your brain is functioning differently. You want to see that your dopamine get excited only once you make a financial close or when you sell something.
True.
But just to come back to the struggle a little bit, to the struggle of especially for a woman to struggle and propel in her field. I remember you told me a story that I was shocked, and I want to talk about this story again here on Checked. You told me that you had a surgery, and you came back to work few hours after the surgery, and it was like a full surgery. You had full anesthesia.
Yeah.
So can you tell me about that, like, and how you were thinking? I just want to know how you were thinking.
I don't remember anything about that one. I just remember that I did a 4-hour and 20-minute surgery. And I remember I went out. So 1 hour later, something just woke me up. Like my brain keeps functioning 24/7. So I remember that I had to do a new cell in the system. In 2021, this one was. 2021, we used to do everything manual. System was not yet like today. Yes. So I had to do it. And then my doctor opened the door and he just closed it back. He looked at me, closed it back. He read the name.
And they were like,
on the
what?
door.
Yeah.
Then he came back. He just stand in the door. He's like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Fatima, right?" I said, "Yeah."
You were the one who
he said,
yeah.
You just had a 4-hour and 20-minute surgery. What are you doing? I said, "I just need to finish something on my laptop and then I'll close it back." So that was hilarious and I still remember it. But I don't remember anything after that because I slept and I woke up next day.
Damn. I mean, I've been through surgery just around 9 months ago now, and it was full anesthesia,
Yeah.
And I know how you wake up dizzy, you cannot do anything. So I can relate it. I cannot open my laptop after surgery, I'm sure.
It was almost a 7 million deal, so I'll definitely wake up for it.
Oh, maybe if it's 7 million, my brain will start functioning differently. Maybe in this case, you're right.
Yes.
So all these years, real estate, I'm sure there is a lot of successes. I've seen some stories and all of that. But are you able to share with us? I know it's a personal question, yeah. But are you able to share with us your biggest closing in either Sobha or Sobha or in your whole career?
My biggest success was all in Sobha.
What was the biggest deal you did in Sobha? In terms of, we're talking money.
See, we're talking about director or we're talking about...
No, we're talking about closing.
Myself.
What was the biggest closing you did?
It depends. We just closed 62 million if that's big.
No, I'm talking you, Zahra.
Me personally?
Yeah, because I know now you have a team. You have a team under you.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm talking about your closings.
Mine.
The biggest one.
I believe the last one was a 23 million penthouse. That was the last biggest one.
That's a big number. If you were a broker, you would have made more money than big.
Yeah, our money is not something, but the client means a lot to me. That's why.
Yeah.
My clients are all repeated clients.
So yeah, your clients
he's one of my top, basically. We're like family, you can say that.
Amazing. That's good when you have like a reoccurring client.
Yes, so for me, it's not about the money anymore.
All right.
It was never about the money.
So you are a person who you are happy and satisfied of the income you're making from Sobha. You are doing your career. You're happy every day going to your office, doing your job and all of that. If I want to ask you something else, coming back to numbers, you can share with us the numbers that let's say I will not, you don't need to say names,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
your clients, the ones that have been with you for a long time, if you can share with us their ROI per year, for example, for first, second, and third client in terms of ROIs. Talking about investors type of clients.
Yeah. So as per today, we're talking about not less than 35 to 40%.
35 to 40%
Yeah.
ROI in the total of all the properties that they bought from you.
This is the capital.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, rental, my client is making up to 12%.
In terms of rentals. So the first one is the resale, like when he flipped. Yeah.
Yes.
The second, no, I'm talking about more rentals.
Rentals is making 12%.
12, which can be roughly how many millions, if we want to talk about it roughly?
A lot. I don't want to
12%
bring numbers. I don't want to upset my clients, but yeah, a lot. They're making good money. They're happy. That's why they come back and they buy again. Because again, selling is not just, especially for a developer.
Yeah.
Selling is calculation to these clients. So you're selling a 23 or 22 million deal. You have to give him reasonable numbers. If you go too up or too low, you might not get the deal. So you have to be reasonable. And if he's an existing client, he would know how much he made already. So it will be an easy deal, you know, an easy convince.
All right. So, okay, I know that when we talk about real estate and real estate investors, in our mind, we're talking about rich people, obviously. But
Not necessary.
Not necessary. Thank you for saying not necessary,
Yeah.
because I'm going there. As per your experience, who was the, I'm not going to say the poorest,
Okay.
but who was the person who is less considered to be a real estate investor, but he or she went and bought, like in terms of salary, what was the lowest earning person that you dealt with and he ended up purchasing an apartment in terms of salary? Because I know they share with you these things. You know, I'm not telling you to tell me his name, obviously.
Yeah.
But tell me his story, or the story that you had, if you have a story with someone who have like a low salary, and not a low salary, like an unusual salary for a real estate investor.
Honestly, from my clients, see, all my clients are Nigerians, and they all have quite good positions.
So you don't deal with the normal people.
Me personally,
Yeah.
as Zahra,
No,
no.
not as Zahra.
Yeah, as my team,
as your team, in your let's say, let me rephrase it. In your experience, have you seen someone, for example, with like a 7,000 dirham salary, purchasing a
I saw
property?
not a 7, a 15,000. We had a client that she had 15,000 salary. She came in. She said, "Can I buy?" She has a down payment. She doesn't
had a
have any
saving.
other obligations. So yeah, she can take a property for sure.
So
Even with 10,000 AED, you can have.
Even with 10,000 AED.
I purchased my first property when I was a sales manager in Sobha. My salary was 12,000.
Yeah, but for you are more comfortable, obviously. You know the game.
Not necessary. You need to ask a lot of questions.
Really, this is what you
Yeah.
advise. Even though you think everything is clear, but still you have to dig deep and understand it.
Exactly.
Especially the lower your income is, the more questions you have to ask.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. So do you advise people with these salaries to purchase properties?
Of course.
All of them, like everybody? Or you think there is a specific type of people that they have to purchase even though they have a low salary or a normal salary? Not call it a low salary, a normal salary. Or there is a certain type of people you're like, no, this type of people, it's better they don't buy in Dubai if they have this salary. Like, I'm talking about behaviors, tendencies. Do you think the person who have 12,000 dirham salary and he have a saving and he want to purchase an apartment, but he go each weekend in like a posh place, or he have to travel 3 times a year? That's what I want to talk about. In terms of lifestyle, how these people should behave in order for them to own a property in Dubai or anywhere else.
I feel like anyone and everyone can buy in Dubai. It's just some people don't prefer, by the way, to buy in Dubai. So I had a lot of conversation with people which they work with me, their colleagues and all. They don't prefer to put their money in Dubai. Well, I don't know the reasons. But for me, I advise anyone who lives here, he has a salary more than 10,000, he can just purchase a property. Because if you look at your rent equivalent to your mortgage installment, it's crazy. I had my first apartment and my monthly basis payment to the bank was 2,400 roughly.
On monthly basis?
Used to rent, yes, for 5,000 a month.
So your rent was more expensive than your mortgage?
Exactly, yeah.
So
the only trick is the first payment. That's what people, feel like it's a little bit hard. But I worked for it. I put the money, aside for quite a good period of time because I wanted the house.
Yeah.
So this is how any person with such a salary should think.
So you purchased your first apartment. You told me in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it was before the surgery.
It was.
So I took the keys on the trustee office, and I had my flight on the same time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you purchased your apartment, your first apartment, and then I'm sure by now you have other apartments.
Maybe.
Sure. But look, when you purchase, let's talk about your first apartment because I wanna talk about the segment of demography or people who live here that are not very rich or let's not say poor, but they have good salaries.
Yes.
Not amazing salaries, not low salaries, normal salaries.
True.
I want to talk about those people. So, and you were in their shoes before. You were there and you purchased. When you were at that level, you purchased an apartment, yeah? So when you purchased that apartment, was it off land or it was ready to
It was
move
ready.
in? It was ready?
Yes.
So did you choose to live in that apartment or rent it?
No, I lived in it.
You lived in it?
Yeah. So my rent was like approximately 5,000 a month. So that one just took, 50% of the rent off, and I lived in it. I made good capital when I sold it.
You resell it?
Yes.
Why you didn't rent it?
Because I made good capital on it.
So, okay, do you advise reselling or renting? Because you can buy 2 apartments or whatever, and you have a choice. Oh, either I wait and resell or I just rent them forever. Which one is the best option, according to you?
When I bought that property, it was already 5 years old.
Okay.
So I always count the life of the building.
Okay.
I don't know if it makes sense to a lot of people, but for me at that time, it made sense. The prices, the older the building is, the prices will go down. And that place actually went down in a price. I don't want to mention the building. After I sold it, it went down 10% less.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay.
So I didn't buy it to keep it or rent it because the rents were going to go down.
Yeah.
When you calculate equivalent to the amount you paid, is going to be like 6%, maybe 7% top revenue. And that's not something I want to do.
All right. So there is something else. Okay. I think you did a good move. I don't know. I think, according to me, mathematically, if you rent the same house, even though the building is cheaper or the apartments is cheaper, if you rent for 10 years, I think in terms of revenue is better, but it's up to you. Like, do you want like a big bulk of money and to reuse your money? It's up.
I had to put the money somewhere else.
Somewhere else. It's your game anyways. Look, there is something else I want to talk about when it comes to Dubai versus the rest of the cities. We come from Algeria, both of us, right?
Yeah.
So in Algeria, for example, the oldest building in the downtown Oran, I'm from Oran. Oldest building, downtown Oran, built by the French, I don't know how many, like maybe 100 years ago, is more expensive than the newest building in a little bit on, not the suburb, but a little bit out of downtown.
Yeah.
Why we don't see that culture here? Why? Like, for example, a building in Marina, an old building in Marina, is less in terms of worth. It's less worth it than a new building. I don't know where, like far from the hot zone. Why you think there is this culture here? Why?
It's the way that real estate function here. Now, again, in Algeria is different. You're talking about something almost historical,
Yeah, antiquity.
They've been built, yeah, exactly. So those are all over the world. Wherever you go, they're more expensive. Go to UK, go to Paris, go to Venice, go to, all these places. Algeria, for example. A lot of Italian, masterpiece there in Algeria. So the prices go up. Now in Dubai, it's the other way around. It depends on the location also. So if you go to Old Town, the prices are still high.
Like Dera, for example?
No, Dera is different.
Yeah.
No.
Because what I want to understand is, like, for example, if somebody buy an apartment in Marina, Dubai Marina, let's say
Yeah.
Dubai Marina, and Dubai is not saturated, after 10 years, 15 years, do you think that the hotspots, they will rise again? Because, like, if after 10 years, all the old buildings, they will feel like they're the same age. Even that there is a difference of 5 to 6 years between them, they kind of will look the same. You got my point. You don't think that the places like Marina and downtown, we can go even further within, like, after 20 years, 25 years. You don't think that Marina and downtown, they will come back to being the star places when it comes to
Downtown, it's
properties?
still up. There is a lot of areas. Again, it's about where is this building at, let's say, or where is this area. If the prices go down, you have to read a lot of factors. It's not just one factor about it. So downtown, it's still downtown. I don't see it anywhere, or any, at any point of time is gonna go down.
Downtown will never go down, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
When it comes to where I bought, it was the whole area was not getting appreciation in the prices. They were actually going down. And then now maybe they are stable back, but I sold in a time where straight after I sold, they go down for 10% less.
So you calculated the time.
Exactly. So it's area by area. Like Sobha, for example, we don't have prices going down. We have prices going up and up and up and up and up and up.
No matter the location.
Of course. It's the quality.
Yeah, again,
that's why I don't put Sobha at any other category, because it has its own category by itself.
Okay, got your
Yes.
point. Do you think that the prices will drop or stabilize?
No, they're gonna stay the same way.
But
No.
they will just keep going up. They will not stop.
We don't know when they're gonna go down, but we know for sure that it's not gonna be anytime soon.
Just give me a time frame.
Until Dubai stops
doing
no. things.
yeah. No, but, like, I heard that Dubai, after, like, maybe 10 years, it will be, like, almost built. And then, obviously, that
I don't think so. They have a big desert.
That's the thing. Yeah,
that
Dubai,
will not be filled.
There's no greenery. Yeah,
not even 20 years down the line.
You just keep building, and you're good.
Yeah,
because we are building greenery, so construction is always needed.
Of course.
I got your point. So you don't think there will be a cap and then we're gonna stop there? I'm not saying drop.
Maybe we will stop there, but when, that's something no one would tell you. No one would know. But are we gonna fall down? No, I don't think so.
Okay, do you think the rise in prices lately, it's because what's happening globally? Because
of course.
You know what's happening globally. There is a lot of drama in Europe and all of that.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the only factor, or despite that factor, let's say if things are good in Europe, do you think still the price will be up, or you think the price will be normal if there is no problems in the external world?
It's not just the problem. Yeah, it's a big picture when it comes to UAE or Dubai. Why is it booming like this? Why people from all over the world, they are coming here and all. It's a lot of factors. See, for me, the biggest and major factor is that it's a country of opportunities.
All right.
I came here from Algeria.
Yeah.
I came, let's say, having a very, very simple life to where I am today. I don't think anywhere, in the world could give you such an opportunity.
There is in the US, but you go through a lot of struggle.
I can go for a visit.
Yeah.
I went there. I go regularly for a visit, but can I live there? No.
Look, there is another thing I want to discuss with you. Look, when I started posting some reels, like there is this reel I did with the Bardia, he do lead generation. And I asked him, he lived in the US and he is now living here. And I told him, look, Bardia, USA or UAE? And there was war also in the comment section. And a lot of people outside, especially in the West world, they don't understand why Dubai, it's better than being in the West right now.
Safety.
Regardless of safety. Like safety safety and tax, I think they are major reasons, but I believe there's other reasons why people are coming. Lifestyle, diversity. It's also what's happening in the region. Like Saudi is booming. Qatar already started.
Yeah.
Bahrain, Kuwait, all these GCC countries, they have the culture of safety. It's already established there. It's a cultural thing. People think safety is because of, I don't know, Dubai or UAE, they're doing something magical. No, it's a cultural thing. You know what I mean? Here, they don't joke when it comes to,
Of course.
like with a thief, they don't joke. You know what I mean? But the real reason is not what's happening here, according to me. The real reason why people from the West are coming here, it's what's happening in their countries.
Yeah.
And they cannot see it because they think they lived there all their life. Maybe they never traveled.
Yeah.
They think this is life. Taxes, working 2 jobs, I don't
3,
know.
sometimes 4. It's crazy up there. For me
You can't
personally,
be-
I would
yeah.
never live there. Never.
Because you tasted life here, that's why.
Yes, I've been here for almost 12 years.
Yeah, 12 years is a long time.
Of course.
Yeah, you're
I
one of,
grew
one
up
of
here.
you're one of the few people of my age that have been longer than me in Dubai, because majority of
Yes.
people of my age, I'm here 8 years. But if you sum up the whole duration, I'm also 12 years, because I was here when I came here in 2005
Yeah.
till 2009 and 2009. Then I came back to Algeria, and then I came back here again in 2015. But just briefly, I want to know, before working in properties, what did you do?
You mean back in Algeria?
No, you are 12 years here.
Yeah.
So all the 12 years are in properties.
No, it's 9 years total in
So
properties.
before that, what did you do? What was your first job in the UAE?
It's funny. I used to be a host in a restaurant. You know, the ones that takes reservations only.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't for a long period of time. It was in City Walk. And then I started in a company for businessman services, facility management and development. It was a local company.
Okay, we have this in common. I started with that as well.
Yes. And then Azizi and, Damak. I worked for a British company also that sells plots in Seven Oaks and Liverpool in the UK.
So you mean plot? So you started with the British company, but in terms
It was
of plots.
Azizi first.
Azizi, so that was the first. You were not in first group, because I heard a lot of Algerians, they started with first group.
No.
Okay. All right, cool. So you and in Algeria, what did you do? Just to know.
I used to work for Okaidi, if you remember it. French brand. Okaidi and Zahra, basically.
Oh, so in retail?
In the capital, yeah.
Oh, in retail. Okay, so... And when was the last time you visited? Just I want to know. Algeria. When was the last time?
5 years ago.
I beat you in that.
5.
I'm here in 8 years, right? 8 years. I didn't visit.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll go soon.
My family is here, so I don't need to go. Yes, I'm good. Look, I will do with you the challenge.
Okay.
Where the tough question will happen. Let's see what you're going to choose. I planned. All right. So basically this challenge, we're going to start with the real estate, and then we're going to go to everyday life. By the way, I know you love cars.
Yeah.
You don't like soccer as well. You like only cars.
Cars, yeah.
You don't watch soccer.
Yeah, only when Algeria plays.
Oh, of course, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But how come? Just briefly before I just want to know how come, because I see in Instagram you post about cars, you talk about.
Yeah.
What was the click? How come you like cars? Usually we don't see a woman that know a lot about cars, and you kind of know a lot about cars.
More than I should, yeah.
But what was is it something since you were young, or just it happened lately, or?
No, I just love it. Well,
it's something you like. That's just like that.
Yeah.
Because I prepared some questions regarding that. So let's start. The beast. Imar or Shoba?
Sobha. From all my heart.
Azizi or Damak?
Damak.
Ellington or Danube?
I guess Ellington.
You go for Ellington, obviously. Miras or Nakhil?
Miras.
Now we're gonna go to what Zahra go for, especially in the UAE. So iPhone or Samsung?
Samsung.
Come on.
Sorry.
You're the only one. You go for Samsung.
Yeah.
Okay, Samsung. Good for you, Samsung. By the way, I did once another lady, and she's a lady also. She's a content creator, Mulka. Also, she go for Samsung. دور اتصالات.
Etsilat.
Emirates Airlines or Etihad Airways?
Emirates.
The Dubai Mall or Mall of the
Dubai
Emirates?
Mall.
All right.
My
You like to
second
walk a
home.
lot. Burj Khalifa or Burj Al Arab?
Burj Al Arab.
Dubai Marina or Dubai downtown?
Dubai Marina.
Dubai Marina,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
All right. But it doesn't make sense. You like you like Dubai Mall, but you go for Dubai Marina because you like the beach, maybe.
Recently, no, I don't go to the beach. Recently, I just got my license for the sailing. So I'm visiting a lot Dubai Marina.
This is why. Uber or Kareem?
Uber.
Talabat or Deliveroo?
Talabat.
Wild Wadi Water Park or Atlantis Water Park?
Atlantis.
Okay. Now we're gonna ask about some cars. Ferrari or Corvette?
Corvette.
Okay. GMC or Cadillac?
Cadillac.
Okay. Mercedes or BMW?
BM.
Okay. GTR or Supra?
A Supra.
Okay. Okay, in general, classic cars or modern cars?
Classic.
Yeah, like me in this. So we did all of them. Just I wanna add something. I wanna ask you about something. When it comes, it's about Dubai and UAE. Are you willing to stay here all your life, or you're planning after a certain time to come back to Algeria or go to another country?
No, I'd stay here.
You're planning to stay here?
Yeah, I might go for long visits to other countries
Yeah.
if I'm older, maybe. But Dubai is gonna be for now, hopefully, my last and final,
Yeah.
place.
I mean, what you said, I call it the between lifestyle.
Yes.
You know, I've seen some people, they have the between lifestyles. They live between 2 cities, 3 cities. And I think nowadays, because of airplanes and opportunities everywhere, this is the best lifestyle.
True.
Zora, it was a blast. I really, I know you were fasting, but you gave me a lot of valuable information. Hopefully we'll do another one soon.
Yes.
I'm gonna do panels soon where we're gonna talk all in a group about real estate or other subjects. And thank you so much for coming, even though you are fasting.
Thanks for inviting me.
Zohra checked.
Thank you.
Zia done. We're done for today. So